This is Isaac Morehouse. Welcome to the podcast where we discuss education, entrepreneurship, big ideas, how to put them into practice in the real world, and above all, how to live free. All right, so the other day, a friend asked me, what do you think about recycling? And I thought it was worthy of an Ask Isaac episode because this is a very important issue. This is a very, very serious issue that needs to be addressed. Let's be real here. Recycling, it's really gotten out of hand. I mean, come on, you know it's gotten out of hand. I mean, never mind the fact that it's completely wasteful on its face, almost always. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist or a trained economist to figure out that if recycling something cost more than throwing it in the trash, it probably means that the value of that reused material is not worth all the cost of processing the material, right? If it's so valuable to take a bunch of, used paper and shred it up and make it into new, paper that's made out of recycled material, you think there'd be a market for that used paper, where some paper manufacturer would pay you to buy your used paper really, really cheap, or at least they wouldn't charge you for it, right? Because that's a resource that's supposed to be of value to them that they can reuse. But instead, we actually have to pay to recycle things, and we have to pay significantly more than disposing of them in a landfill. This tells you, if you just do a little basic logic here, and it's not perfect, but it probably means more resources are being destroyed, are being used to try to reprocess this stuff than if it was never recycled at all, if it just went to a landfill. But let's forget all that practical stuff, right? I mean, even if you like it, and even if it just makes you feel good to destroy resources and slap a recycle sticker on it and say that I'm a wonderful person, all right, I'll give you that. But even people who dig that, who want to signal to the world how warm and fuzzy they are, despite the stupidity of the economics involved, even those people, you know who you are, you've got to admit it's gotten out of hand. I mean, come on. Have you seen, I was at an airport recently, the number of receptacles and the number of labels on them for different places you're supposed to throw your stuff? And people aren't doing. I see people walk up and they look at 4 different little, and the holes over these trash cans are always like 2 inches in diameter. And you have like a giant plate from Chipotle that's like 7 inches in diameter. You're trying to cram it down in there. People stop and they look, and there's like 4 different things with like stuff smeared everywhere. And, the one says recycling, and they like shove a, burrito down there, and like a dirty diaper, and, like their carry-on bag, and a pair of sunglasses, and some pills, and an aerosol can. Just, you know what I'm talking about. People look around, make sure no one's looking. They just shove whatever shit they can in any of those places. Nobody knows. You really think that some recycling company is going through the one that says clean glass only, and they're only finding clean glass, and they're grinding it up and putting it into something? I mean, they got to be throwing all that stuff away. It's full of crap. There's dead animals in there. There's Lord knows what else is in there. My taxes from last year. I mean, everything. People just shove in these things, and no one is going through and sorting that out to make sure it's only clean glass. I mean, if they were, that'd be absurd. Most likely, it's, I mean, who knows? Maybe they are. Maybe the things that say made out of, recycled material really is, but that's almost a worse thought, because no one can sort through it. So those napkins made out of 30% recycled material, that's really like 30% like poopy diapers, and 30% aerosol deodorant, and whatever else people put in the mixed papers bin. This got to an entirely new level of absurd when I was at the Whole Foods headquarters in Austin the other day, and I walk up to throw away my like paper towel and whatever was left of a taco I was eating, and I go up there, and there's like a 50-yard long, recycling garbage, like ensemble of little holes in this metal box where you're supposed to put stuff with all these labels. So first you have the labels that are supposed to describe the items themselves. So I was like, oh, garbage, that makes sense. And then next to that there was waste, and then trash, and then refuse, and then litter. I can't keep up with, I don't know the difference. Is this partially eaten chicken taco litter or refuse or trash or waste or foodstuffs or Who knows what else? And then they have a whole other section defined by location, right? They're these location-based little portals you're supposed to dump stuff in. Landfill, dump, trash heap, compost, Cleveland, right? Wherever they're taking this stuff. That I see those. Okay, I don't know where's my stuff supposed to go. And if you're in Austin, so you sort of look around, you try to study, you try to take like a quick like IQ test and try to understand. Okay, landfill is to compost as Cleveland is to refuse. I don't know. And you just look, you try to put it in, and somebody comes up and stares you down. Someone with skinny jeans and tattoos and a beard and their kombucha, and they're staring you down like, sir, do you not care about the earth? So then there's a whole other, the recycling section. That's just the trash section, the recycling section. Here's the section for recycle. Okay, it's blue, recycle. I think that means like paper, glass, maybe plastic. I don't know anymore. Oh, next to that, there's, tree cycle, bicycle, tricycle, pop cycle, organic recycling. Oh, here's food waste, free range food waste. Here's where you throw vegan refuse. It's too much for my small brain. I can't keep up with it. It's so bad in Austin. I was like, I don't know where to put this. There's nowhere to put it. You know what? I got half a taco here. Maybe there's, like a homeless person that's hungry and maybe needs some food. So I walk around the corner and there's a guy, homeless guy there, and he's got a sign that says like, we'll beg for food. And I say, hey man, here's a taco. Here you go, bro. Just go ahead, man. Enjoy it on me. Have a good day. And he turned and he said, hey, is this gluten, dairy, soy, GMO, and, pesticide free? I said, I don't know. Threw it on the ground and said, how dare you, sir? How dare you pollute our city? As he was, peeing on the park bench. No, I mean, really, I don't know how to handle this new world of where, like, really things that we have had machines do for years and years, and like animals, sort garbage. Now all of a sudden we're doing it. And the wealthier people are and the nicer the city they live in, the more they are sorting their own garbage. Oh, no. That's partially digested corn. That goes in this bin. That's wholly digested corn. That goes over here. It's quite disturbing. When I grew up, we just had garbage. We had a Herbie Kirby. You threw everything in it and you took it down to the road. That was it. Well, I mean, we also burned things. I burned things. I don't know what the big deal is. You throw your garbage away, you burn some stuff, that's it. I mean, isn't it better for the landfill to have some organic matter in there and Lord knows what else? I certainly don't want it on the plates that I'm eating off of. So anyway, recycling. I think it's mostly a bunch of posturing and signaling. And at some point we're going to get to the level where people just like socially conscious, self-proclaimed people are just going to end up in a state of paralysis, sitting in front of 5,000 different bins and trying to decide if, the lettuce from their leftover Chipotle burrito needs to go in a different receptacle than the grass-fed beef. Or what? Even more of a quandary. What if it was, lettuce-fed beef and lettuce? Are they the same? Do they need to go to different places? Someone needs to sort this out. It's getting out of hand.